Shri Anil Kumar Jain, Secretary, Ministry of Coal, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, President, FICCI, Shri Anil Agrawal, Chairman and Founder, Vedanta Group, Shri N. Chandrasekhar, Chairman, Tata Sons, investor friends who have joined virtually, officers from the Government of India, CIL, coal companies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to be present here on this historic occasion as Indian coal sector is looking forward for new hopes, Atmanirbhar Bharat. India's energy demands has been rising at nearly 5% per annum. India needs all sources of energy. We have large renewable agenda, one of the most ambitious in the world, with the coal having nearly 50% of the share in total energy supply to the country. My ministry has major responsibility to ensure that coal is made available when demanded. Major burden of this responsibility has always fallen on Coal India Limited, which has played a key role in the energy sector. It has been producing nearly 85% of the India's domestic coal production. Let me start my address by acknowledging CIL brothers who have been toiling hard even in COVID times. In March this year, even when the country went into lockdown, as an essential service, they kept mining the coal and produced record production for the month. Even in the coming years, they will be dominant player. We have given them target of 1 billion ton by 23-24, for which they will spend nearly 50,000 crore rupees in the next 3-4 years for land acquisition, mine development, procurement of machinery and evacuation. Modi government has always accorded importance to the mining and coal sectors. The production of all mines has registered a quantum jump in last 6 years. We are in the best position to implement Atmanirbhar Bharat message of the Honorable PM. Our minds are always engaged in implementing reforms that might help eliminate imports and produce vital materials domestically. The latest policy of the auctions in the mining sector carried out in the March this year is an example. Even today, we are here to seek PM's blessings for launching the major program for Atmanirbhar Bharat in coal. I distinctly remember when Honorable PM once told me that it is understandable if India imports crude oil, but to import coal is equivalent to committing a sin for the country that has the 5th largest reserves of the resource house. Taking his advice as our mantra, we in the ministry have been working hard to realize his vision. In last 1 year, we have created right condition for full-scale blossoming of the domestic mining industry. The laws that came in the way have been amended. Auction methodology has been framed. Attractive provisions have been built in through a thorough stakeholder involvement. Blocks to be offered have been identified with the public consultation, and we are further thinking of new reforms, even considering the extension of support to the private sector in land acquisition through the same framework that is given to the public sector companies. I appeal to the private companies to kindly take note of this. There could be not a better time for entry into the coal mining sector. I also want to add that the nature has blessed the eastern and the central part of our country with rich coal deposits. The people living in these states have been toiling hard over the decades to supply coal for the country. I want to assure them that labor welfare and the development of the coal-bearing region is the foremost on our mind. I have already declared that the welfare provisions of the contract laborers in the event of mishap will be no less than that of the regular employee. Today, I want to further emphasize that the welfare provisions for the coal workers in the commercial mines will be at par with that CIL provides. Let there be no worry that there will be a different yardstick for the private and public mining. I also want to make an appeal to the Honorable PM in order to achieve complete Atmanirbhar Bharat in coal sector. We need to make large investment in infrastructure in eastern and central India. Our coal companies will not be lacking in coming forward, as it will be in their own interest that railway lines are erected, port infra is improved, so that we can supply coal through rail and coastal shipping, and even gasify coal to supply to the petrochemical and oil and gas sectors of India. I request him to give us the mandate and necessary direction for the creation of collaborative mechanism to realize the essential conditions for the commercial mining to succeed. Coal sector is committed to a massive capital expenditure and employment plan for coal-bearing regions. We propose to invest in forward and backward linkages for the vibrant coal economy. CIL will rise to the energy challenge of the present times and increasingly get into the clean coal technology. CIL has already launched CBM coal bed methane and coal gasification projects in last quarter. In order to mine coal technologically efficient manner, they will spend several thousands of crores rupees on mechanizing movement of the coal. Not only will this reduce the pollution by vehicular movements, but also bring efficiency to the operation. They will also invest in creation of social and physical infrastructure for our worker brothers and for the local residents. It is my firm belief that with all these efforts, Indian coal sector will ensure that our economy soars to new heights. Jai Hind,